Welcome back. Today we are going to be reviewing capitalization. So make sure that you have your fill in the blank notes, your pencil sharpened, and you are ready to go. Let's review. So with capitalization, there are certain words that will start with a capital letter. When writing, it is important to know and use capitalization rules. The beginning of a sentence is the first rule. So on that line, you will see there is a spot for you to write the sentence. We are going to the pool. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to make sure of. I want to make sure, one, that you recognize the highlighted letter is capitalized. The first letter of a sentence is capitalized. Also, please make sure that you're putting the period at the end of the sentence. You can pause this video and write your sentence. When you're ready to move on, you can continue. The second rule that we have is the letter I. So in this next sentence, you see, my dog and I are best friends. We always capitalize I when we are talking about ourselves in sentences. Again, if you need to pause to write the sentence and example down, please do so now. And when you're ready to move on, keep playing. The next one is names of people. Names of people such as Peter and Mary are my parents. Now, I know sometimes this can get kind of confusing because if we read a sentence that says my grandma and I went to the store, then you're going to want to capitalize grandma. But in that case, it is not to be capitalized. So if you have my or your in front of grandma, granddad, pop, or whatever you call your grandparents, that one would not be capitalized. It would be capitalized if you said grandma and I, or pop and I, as though you really don't know their first name and that is their name to you. So keep that in mind when we are making editing and revising. And remember, you can pause to give an example or to write the example. The next one is name of holidays. Here's another example is my favorite holiday is Halloween. So you would capitalize Halloween, maybe Christmas, maybe Labor Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, all those are capitalized. We capitalize the first letter of holidays. We capitalize geographical places. Here is the example. I would love to travel to France. France is capitalized. So names of countries, France, Spain, Japan, China, Russia, United States, and even the states that we live in. So Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, New York, Washington, Louisiana, Florida. I'm not listing all 50 of them. But you get the idea that if you are talking about a geographical location, then you would capitalize the first letter in that word. And if you need to pause to write the sentence, please do so and then keep going when you're done. We also capitalize historic events. When we are learning about the Vietnam War, we capitalize Vietnam and war. You would also capitalize the events that you are discussing in social studies as well. Documents. The Bill of Rights describes important laws. So we would capitalize the Bill of Rights. We would capitalize the Declaration of Independence. Any major documents, we capitalize the title of. It's kind of like the title of an article. You would always capitalize the title of an article or the title of a book. And leads us to the title of the book. So the first word and any word not a preposition or a conjunction needs to be capitalized. So like words like of, the, and would not be capitalized if it's in the middle of the title of a book. You can write down this example. I love to read out of my mind. And if you need to pause, go ahead and pause. You can write this example down and then continue when you are ready. Essays. Again, essays are very much like articles. So you would also treat the essay like a title of a book. It's the same thing. And here is the example that they give is I wrote an essay called How to Build a Snowman. And if you notice, the little words in between are not capitalized. So you would only capitalize how, build, snowman. In languages, she knows how to speak Hebrew. So if we were talking about somebody who speaks Arabic or Spanish or English or French, German, any other languages, we would capitalize the name of that language. Nationalities. So if we're talking about nationalities, she is Jamaican. We would capitalize the J in Jamaican. And any other nationalities. Initials. My name is P.S. Jackson. So it's basically the first letter of your first and middle name. And then also, you know that we always capitalize our names. Abbreviations are capitalized. The example is I live in San Antonio, Texas, and we all know that all states are capitalized. Acronyms are capitalized. We went to the NASA Space Center, so we would also capitalize NASA. And it's just like Dallas Fort Worth Airport. We capitalize the DFW when we talk about DFW Airport. Remember, if you need to go back to write any of this down, you are welcome to. Do not forget that when you are done, you need to glue the copy of your completed notes into your grammar journal. Go back to the instructions in the lesson, post it in Canvas to make sure what page you are gluing it in on, and then move on to the practice.